remembrance of Kwame Nkrumah, in remembrance of Patrice Lumumba, every day the memory of the faithful to Africa, in remembrance of Kwame Nkrumah.
For Africa I shall stand, for the Africans I shall fight. African people do not need opportunities, while non-Africans are enjoying their wealth. African people do not celebrate opportunities, while non-Africans occupy their land.
The Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania continues to move ahead in leaps and bounds. Formed in April 1959 out of a school of thought spearheaded by the likes of Mangaliso and others, the organization attracted a high caliber of not only thinkers and talkers but also doers in the Zef Mothapengs, Jeff Masemelas, Nene Mahomos, Philip Kosanas, Mike Moholos, many more. It's the blessings from these forefathers and foremothers that is now propelling the revival of this mighty ship forward. Izwilethu Africa. The Pan-Africanist Congress of Azenia is privileged to be a part of this monumental gathering of the sons and daughters of the motherland and comrades from other parts of the world. We are all one, we belong to one race, the human race. We are proud to be one of the first proponents of Pan-Africanism, following in the footsteps of the great Marcus Garvey, George Padmore, Malcolm X, Kwame Nkrumah, Muammar Gaddafi, Julius Nyerere, the Emperor Haile Selassie, Robert Mangaliso Subaku, and others. Let us recall that this inaugural gathering is held in the same month as the first Pan-African Conference, which was held in 1900 in London. To quote Subaku, "The wheel of progress revolves relentlessly and all the nations of the world take their turn at the field glass of human destiny. Africa will not retreat. Africa will not compromise. Africa will not relent. Africa will not equivocate. And she will be heard. Remember Africa."
The Pan-Africanist Congress of Azenia. What is it? For who is the liberation movement comprised of, and for who is it for? What does it stand for? What were its origins? Why is it relevant today? The Pan-Africanist Congress of Azenia is a political party whose presence in the South African political landscape, which we prefer to name in its original name, and that is Azenia, spans just over half a century. The Pan-Africanist Congress of Azenia's origins came about as a result of the lack of consensus on the Africanist debate within the African National Congress. When the Freedom Charter was adopted at Cape Town in 1955 in Johannesburg, those who championed the Africanist ideological stance felt that this was a betrayal of the struggle for the total liberation of Azenia. The deepening of political differences broke out into the open in November 1958. At the Transvaal Provincial Congress of the ANC, Africanist members were excluded from the hall. This group of people resolved to break away from the ANC and form a political party. On April 6, 1959, the Pan-Africanist Congress was formed at Orlando Community Hall in Soweto. Robert Mangaliso Subaku, an ardent Africanist, who was key to the breakaway, was elected as its founding president. What are the PAC aims and objectives of this mighty organization? There are 5 core aims of this vanguard of the African people. And they are as follows. 1. Rally and unite the African people under the banner of African nationalism. 2. Overthrow all forms of oppression and their manifestation in all its forms. 3. Establish and maintain an Africanistic socialist democratic order. 4. Promote and project African personality into its fullest blossom. 5. Create a giant monolithic state of Africa stretching from Cape to Cairo and from Morocco to Madagascar. The following is the oath of allegiance of the party of Subaku. On my life, honor, and fortunes, I solemnly pledge and swear that I shall always live up to the aims and aspirations of the Pan-Africanist Congress, and shall never under any circumstances divulge any secrets or plans of the organization, nor betray an Africanist, and that if I dare to divulge any secrets or plans of the Pan-Africanist Congress, or betray a member of the cause, or use the influence of the Pan-Africanist Congress for my own personal interest or advertisement, I do so at my own risk and peril. I will irrevocably obey and act upon the orders, commands, instructions and direction of the National Executive Committee of the Pan-Africanist Congress. I will always serve, suffer and sacrifice anything for the cause for which the Pan-Africanist Congress stands, and will at all times be ready to go on any mission that I may be called upon to perform. I will make it my duty to foster the cause for which the Pan-Africanist Congress stands, in any organization that I may become a member of. I accept the leadership of the Pan-Africanist Congress.
Some of the core beliefs of the PAC are to be found in its basic documents, which include the speeches of Robert Mangaliso Subaku, first president of the party. We quote here some of the significant parts of the speeches. In his State of the Nation address on National Heroes Day, August 2, 1959, Subaku says, "We have stated in the past, in all our documents, that whatever campaign is launched by any liberatory movement worth the name, must at all times be related to the ultimate objectives and must assist in building the fighting capacity of the masses. Now for over 300 years, the white, foreign, ruling minority has used its power to inculcate in the African a feeling of inferiority. This group has educated the African to accept the status quo of white supremacy and black inferiority as normal. It is our task to exorcise this slave mentality, and to impart to the African masses that sense of self-reliance, which will make them prefer self-government to the good government preferred by the ANC's leader. It must clearly be understood that we are not begging the foreign minorities to treat our people courteously. We are calling on our people to assert their personality. We are not hoping for a change of heart on the part of the Christian oppressor. We are reminding our people that they are men and women, with children of their own and homes of their own, and that just as much as they resent being called Kwidini or Mfana or Moshemeni,
Ogena la mapu, parliament, ila mapu, itabela bazo, itabela